investors and incubators throughout California. Toastmasters is key to making that dream come true. Welcome, John.
Hey. Fellow Toastmasters, welcome guests. Over the last 500 million years, life on Earth has been nearly wiped out on 5 different occasions. The scientists call these extinction events. Those 5 times things happened like volcanoes, major volcanoes, the Ice Age, or a giant meteor smashing into the Gulf of Mexico. These are all things that were caused, natural causes that happened to the Earth. Evidence points right now, all the scientists, the evidence that's coming from them points that we're in the midst of a 6th extinction event. The big difference this time with this extinction event is there are no natural causes. We, humankind, we are the ones that are the cause of this extinction event. Things like overfishing, overhunting, destroying the chemical makeup of our oceans, rainforests, stripping rainforests. All these things that we're doing are changing the face of our planet. And that's a good chance of causing this 6th extinction event. The big question I want to talk about today is what are we doing about it? And that's where we're going to really go with this talk today. What are we doing about it? And I'm going to bring in a concept of paradigms. So let's start with a brief description on what paradigms are. Paradigms are a well-known model, something that we understand very well because it's a model that we're used to. So it's a bunch of description or maybe properties around something. So we're going to use 4 paradigms for examples today, and we're going to talk a little bit about them. And maybe everybody didn't notice the shifts, but we'll talk about the shifts as well. So the first paradigm I want to talk about is automobiles. Since I've been little, we drive our automobile to the gas station, we put diesel or gas in the automobile, and it burns that diesel or gas, and that's what makes it go. Back in the 1800s, when automobiles first came out, they were burning wood. So we're very used to burning something to make that car move. The next paradigm we're going to talk about is our homes. For as long as I can remember, actually back to the late 1800s in America, there's been a power company that provides power to your home. You subscribe to that power company and you magically plug things into the wall and they turn on. The third paradigm I want to talk about is grocery shopping. Grocery shopping has been the same since I can remember. You go to the store, you get a bunch of groceries, put the groceries in the bag, you bring the bag home, throw the bag out. Single-use bags on grocery shopping is a paradigm that's well understood. Then the last one I want to talk about is garbage. Being a member of an advanced society like we are, one of our entitlements is that we have trash removal. So you bring the trash out that you have from the weekend or the night before, you put it on the curb, and magically that trash goes somewhere and disappears. Now let's look at how these paradigms have changed. And this will help us realize the direction that we're moving in with sustainability. So the first one is automobiles. This year, Tesla is going to sell almost 50,000 automobiles that are electric. These don't burn anything. So it's a major paradigm shift. Or we have a lot of, you can't turn a corner anymore without seeing a Toyota Prius on the road somewhere. So this cuts the fuel use in half. Now that paradigm that we're very used to, you might not be thinking much that it's shifting something major that's been the same for a long time, but it is. It's a major shift. It is a big change, and the reason it's changing is to address the problem of sustainability. The second one is power to our homes. If you get up on a hill anywhere around Mission Viejo and you look down on Mission Viejo, you'll see solar panels all over the neighborhoods. Now solar panels aren't a complete cure yet because at nighttime you still have to pull power from the power company, but it's a step in that right direction. I have a friend that just came over from Denmark and he spoke at a sustainability symposium that I went to at UCI. In Denmark, 80% of their power is coming from windmills right now. So all these power companies that we've been subscribing to all these years, since the 1800s when Edison partnered with JPMC to create General Electric, we've been buying from these basically coal plants, right? These coal, they burn coal to make the energy. Now we're making our own energy at our own home, saving all that transfer costs. So another big paradigm shift. The next one is grocery stores. We in California voted to stop using bags. Californians were using 13 billion single-use bags per year before the law was made. Recent study shows that San Jose, they had a 90% reduction in single-use bags. San Diego had a 95% reduction in single-use bags. Billions of tons of garbage that we're going to stop over the next 10 years just by one simple law. These are paradigms that we've known for a long time, but they're really changing. The same thing with garbage, bringing your garbage out to the curb. And everybody, I think in California, Jersey wasn't as big on it when I moved from there, but in California they're really big on recycling. So that paradigm has been shifting for a while. But now some of the more progressive cities like Glendale, California, and all the college campuses in Southern California, they're changing to this zero waste policy, where they're moving from a place where they're creating waste. Over time, they'll have no waste. And basically what they're doing is everything is getting recycled. They're making strides towards that over the next 20 years. So that's another big shift, is the garbage. At Fit for Green, I have a company called Fit for Green. And what we do is we have bicycles and ellipticals that make power as people work out. So they put power back into the grid, which is 100% clean energy. Another thing with Fit for Green is we're showing advertising on the screens, and all the advertising proceeds go back to charities. So what we're trying to do is shift the fitness paradigm to give it that component, just like these other paradigms we talked about. We're trying to deliver that component of sustainability inside this very well-known fitness area. 44 million adults are subscribed this year. We're trying to change that area. So these paradigm shifts, there's thousands of them you could think of, but that's really what we need to do to get to be a sustainable society. I don't expect everybody to go out and spend all their time and all their money like I am trying to change a paradigm. But what I hope I did is I raised a few questions in your mind today about paradigms and thinking about them in terms of sustainability. How things that we've known that have been the same for 100 years or more can actually change to address this problem that we have with sustainability. So if I change one person's mind in this room today, my message has worked. And remember, we can all make a difference. Thank you for your time.